Okay, Ritik, let's proceed ahead with your mock, snap mock for construction management, IIT Palakkad MS, right? Okay, Ritik, tell me, do you know something about the projects?
Sir,
How do you define the project?
project is an organized activity which is obtained to complete a particular goal.
Any other features of project?
Sir, I am not audible. Sir, you are not audible.
Any other features of the project you want to tell?
Yes, sir. Every project is object oriented and it is done to complete a work in a very limited time with lesser resources and limited equipment.
Okay, what do you understand by project management, Ritik?
Project management is the domain which works for the efficient and effective completion of projects, and its main area is of performances, time, scope, and cost of the project.
Can you tell me the various kind of resources used in projects?
Yes, sir. The first resource which is used is manpower along with it material equipments, and the third is the skillful labor along with cost, that is money which is put in the investment, and the time and the scope of the project that comes out as the output.
Okay, Ritik, are you aware about the differences between project engineer and project manager?
No, sir.
Okay, so can you tell me typical problems associated with construction industries in India?
Yes, sir. The first problem is that the construction industry, there is very much a lack of knowledge in terms of management because they don't keep project managers or construction managers on site, which results in many types of unsafe and hazardous incidents on the site. There is also lots of waste of money due to lack of experience of the contractors. The construction safety and quality is also not in control, as there many times there are not quality control engineers in small sites, and use of old technologies, though having new technologies, may also lead to many disadvantages like increase in the time and cost of the project.
Okay, so are you aware about the problems faced by construction laborers? They are unskilled people largely. So, and another issues are their non-permanence. They are not permanent.
Yes,
they keep
sir.
on relocating. So, what are the typical issues related to construction workers, construction laborers?
The first issue is that they do not have a permanent work profile. They will not be able to work at a particular site. The second is that they are paid on daily wages and they are not paid on monthly basis like other employees. The third and the most problematic scenario about them is that they have to relocate every time, and after relocation the facilities provided are not enough. They do not get any sort of pension after their retirement from the work. There is no more payment for small injuries in a site. There is only a payment when there is a fatal injury or something in which the worker cannot be prolong his work, and there is no control over their sanitation, and they are not taught about a clean sanitation and clean living, which also causes many types of diseases on the site. And there is nothing called as a cleanliness in near their houses made of tin sheets, which can later on cause them many other diseases also. And there is no proper sanitation near the near not proper sanitation near the sites, and there is only one common washroom for all the 35 workers, which may also lead to many diseases.
Okay, Ritik, are you aware about personal protective equipments to be used in construction industries?
Yes, sir.
Can you mention names of a few?
Yes, sir. The first is the helmet. The second is the um, reflecting shirt, and the third is the tiger boots. The all the three are very important. The first, helmet, it protects the a worker and the person who is in charge as well, in terms of when there is a head injury, there is a chance of head injury or something falling down on him. The second is the uh, the reflective shot, which is very useful as it helps the workers to be safe from the cranes, and it makes the crane men see them clearly. The third one is the boots, which help them and protect them from sharp objects like nails, which are spread anywhere on the side slab, etc.
Okay, tell me something about the training part of these workers. How can we train them for these all these kind of safety parameters?
So we can train them for the following safety equipments. We can train them by how to use their safety equipments, because most of the workers do not wear those even when provided at most of the sites, so they need a training about them. They are skilled in working, so they don't need that, but they mostly need something called as quality of the product, and how to control the quality. They can determine it by seeing the samples itself. The other thing that a worker should be taught is about how to manage his surroundings near the tin houses and all. And there should be a sanitation camping which should teach them that how to handle things well.
So this safety and training part of construction workers, is it a responsibility of contractor or project engineer?
It will be a project engineers with
Have you heard
a,
about Occupational and Safety Health Administration, OSHA?
yes sir.
What are the various norms of OSHA?
So they teach that the first norm is every worker should be paid their minimum wages, and the second is minimum wage should be determined by the government. This wage is determined after every 5 years again to compensate the inflation. And the third point is the most important, is that any worker if gets injured or dies should be paid a compensation by the contractor or the owner. And in this case the compensation is provided when the worker is not intoxicated. This is another thing that the worker should be taught, because they all use intoxicants during their work time.
Okay, Ritik, tell me this. Have you heard about Pert and Cpm?
Yes sir. PERT is program evaluation review technique, and CPM is
This
the critical
construction project comes under Pert or CPM?
CPM.
Not Pert?
No sir.
Are you sure about that?
Yes sir.
What if I'm making a new project, entirely new things?
Sir, if we are making some construction, then there is, if we are making a building, so then if there are many such buildings that already exist, so it will be a CPM project. PERT project is a research-based project in which there is many times no fixed time of completion of the project. It can happen for making of some missile, like ballistic missile is an example.
So building construction is not a Pert. Is that what you're saying?
Yes sir, building
Okay, have you
construction.
heard about Burj Khalifa?
Yes sir.
So that was a new project. You thought of something new. You want to make something.
Yes sir. Yes sir,
Will
then
that not be Pert?
that will be PERT, because there is no fixed time of completion of the
No,
project.
there was a fixed time of completion for Burj Khalifa. You always keep up time actually. You do not extend it beyond limits. Like Indian Parliament is presently we are making one Indian Parliament, new Parliament for us. Are you aware about that?
No sir.
Are you aware that construction work is going on in Delhi near Parliament House? You're not aware? Okay. Okay, Ritik, let me give you the feedback now of this HR mock for this. So these are the typical questions which he will ask you. Project, what is project management? What is PERT and CPM? What is occupational safety and health administration? What are the various trainings to be imparted? What are the various personal protective equipments for construction workers? What are the typical problems of construction laborers? What is Minimum Wages Act of India and other acts which are relevant for this, like maybe Safety Acts or Minimum Wages Act and all. So those kind of acts, please go through by Government of India for labor. Other
Sir,
labor laws also.
Sir, can you repeat once because I am writing. What are
Minimum
the?
Wages Act.
Yes, sir. Parliament House, Burj Khalifa, Occupation Safety and Health. Then, sir, you told about
Pert CPM, project management, personal protective equipments.
Yes, sir.
So the kind of question which I asked you, you remember that right now. Just write all those things in your copy.
Yes, sir.
Whatever I asked you, right?
Engineer, project management, and sir, CPM part, right? Yes, sir.
Pert CPM.
Yes,
So
sir.
and also the training part for workers, labor laws of government for workers,
Okay, sir.
and problems of construction laborers.
Yes, sir.
Right, this is how you have to think of.